the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Mitchell. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out come the Colts, and they are led by their big quarterback who's trying to find his way in the NFL. Year 3 for Anthony Richardson out of Florida.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker. As he's done so often this season, it's another sack, and he is up to 15 now on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. That's good for a Colts first down. Let's go now. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the gun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? There's a test on 3rd down. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Colts will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
It was pretty clear after sitting down with him earlier in the week that he was just not satisfied with last week's performance. And while he was so clear, he's like, listen, I am thrilled that we won the game. He goes, I understand if we want to continue to stack up wins, I need to be better. And it starts with protecting the ball. So back to basics this week in practice, trusting what he sees, relying on his understanding of the offense. If all those things come together, I think we'll see a better performance out of him today.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Colts have come away with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and Sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
A second down throw for Richardson. Throwing right, it's taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Colts first down.
Here we go, here we go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
3rd and 7. Throwing is Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Colts out to the early lead. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Brian Thomas now, and the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. DeForest Buckner getting home to drop him. He's up to 12 sacks now on the year. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And it's a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, Richardson. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Here we go. Strike.
Here's Richardson. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Richardson to throw. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Colts. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. The Jags offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. This one caught left side. That's screen. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. From the 20, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is brought in. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They'll look to pick up the pace.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Let's go now.
On play action, Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Asante Samuel on the coverage.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing, Richardson. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. 2nd down, Lawrence. Open right side. That strains the tight ends.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A loss of 8 brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Pass right side to down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The 20-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
Throwing is Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this 1st half.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
11. Red on red.
Now here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
Red 23. Hey, Ginger.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end screen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
The carry here for ETA. And they work this forward to the 35. Shelby Harris to make the tackle. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He's going to have the first down and more. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Jaguars first down.
To throw is Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Hey, run!
ETN ahead out of the pistol. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
11, 11. 11. Here we go.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Stop. 70, step on roll.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Richardson sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Come on. Hey. Come on, boy.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Jaguars offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts, 1st and 10. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. They try again. It's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Etienne. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. He's going to look downfield for Chark. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Coverage by Charvarius Ward.
Hey, Lion, Lion. Tomatoes, tomatoes. 11, Agate. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. They're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ron.
Lawrence now. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Hey, I'm gun. Rip, 23. Hey. Check. Go, let's go. Go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. A ball deep for the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
30 left. All right, let's go. 13. Hey, son, it's on time.
Lawrence. That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Colts.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great. winds up with nothing on the return. The Jaguars offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. That's taken in by Thomas. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run. It's ETN. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down. He's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to ETN. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
30 left.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And this will be incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Lisa 24. Hey, I'm gun.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Hey. Son, it's a hunt. 11, add it. Think right open. Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Let's go now.
They'll go again here with Taylor. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. 1st down.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll run here with Hill. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Ready? 19 Charger, ready.
They go right back to Taylor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they won't stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so...